let's see, how does this work?
You can share your screen now.
This screen. Okay. First, I have to, okay. Okay, can you see the slide?
And you can record.
Okay. Let me check. Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And right. All right. So now I know what to do. I stopped it.
Le keuf.
Oh, no.
Ça dit quoi, non, papa?
Ça va, on a commencé la conférence, monsieur.
So I think for those people, those who joined a little bit earlier, we can like introduce ourselves, especially to our speaker today. Then, so who wants to be the first one?
Let me take this off.
It's a good chance to share your, to let us know you and your business or the interesting area you.
I'll start first.
Yes.
I'll do a little introduction now, and then I'll do another one when we start. But hi, everyone, people who
Hello.
are ready.
Yeah.
So can I have your names, and if you have, a business, you can introduce your business to us. We would be really interested in hearing from you.
My name is Landry Lokafak. I'm from Cameroon. I'm interested in the tourism business type, especially restaurant management and how will I put it? And yeah, all management aspects of a business. That is where my interest is in.
Oh, great! Welcome. Well, I have my undergrad in tourism management, and I did run a restaurant. So maybe we should exchange numbers, and we can, exchange ideas after.
Yeah, great idea. No problem. I'm there. I'm available each time.
Okay.
Anytime.
Welcome.
I'm based in Changsha. I'm in Hunan University, studying masters in business administration. Okay. Yes, MBA.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else? Wisdom, words.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm Mira, and I'm from Madagascar.
Okay.
I'm also student and PhD student at Wuhan University of Economics and Law here in Wuhan. My major is international trade, so I'm interested about trade and e-commerce.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's all for me.
All right, well, welcome. We have a lot of, resources within the group. So I think Rice would be able to, assist you in, that aspect of trade if you want to learn something more with trade.
Yeah. Thank you.
with some words?
Yeah. Hello. Hello to
Hi,
Hi.
Wilson.
Yeah. I'm Wilson. Yeah, Wisdom What Works is it's my name also. It's a name I found. And I am an entrepreneur in I love agribusiness, and I also love doing in infopreneurship. Yeah. So the dissimulation of information, training programs, and for example, in mind mapping and communications.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. What do you call it? Infopreneur.
Infopreneurship.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
That's nice.
information and entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Mixture of the two words.
Mhm. Okay, so this class is going to be very different from the last one. We will wait for some more people to join, or do we have more? OD is here.
Yes, Odie is here.
Okay. So my class is very interactive. I want to hear from you. I am that kind of teacher. I like feedback. I'll be asking you questions because I feel like you all have information within you to answer questions or to know what I'm actually talking about. So it's more of a dialogue, like a conversation between all of us. I feel like you have something to share with me, and as well as I have something to share with you. So my class is a bit more interactive than the previous classes that we have had here at OBTC. Okay.
Yes.
We have about 1 more minute. We have some more people. So maybe you can introduce yourself, please. Shashank? That's how you pronounce your name?
Yes, madam. I'm Susan.
Can you introduce yourself to us?
Sure, madam. I'm Sushant and I'm from Nepal. Currently, I'm a student here at Tongji University. I'm a Chinese language student.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Okay.
What tempo to?
And do you have a business, or are you interested in opening a business?
Madam, currently I'm interested about learning.
Okay. All right. And I'm sure that we can learn some things from you as well.
Sure.
Anyone else? Okay, so Rice, is it okay for us to start? Should we?
Yes, I think we can start now.
All right. Catherine, can you release me so that I can start?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so good morning. Yes, it's morning in your neck of the woods. I am in New York at the moment, so it's nighttime for me. So excuse me if I say good night or time difference. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Sorry. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. My name is Monifa Latia F. I won't tell you what the F stands for. St. John. And I will be your facilitator this morning. My topic is the importance of teams and networking in business. I believe that we are all persons who have the ability to network and to go out there. We just need to know how. So So a little bit more about me. I'm from the Caribbean. Anyone knows where the Caribbean is?
South America.
Yeah, it's central, south, north, between North and South America. So I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from a small island called Antigua and Barbuda. We have roughly about 100,000 people, a very small island. So I'm an island girl. I am currently studying for my PhD in diplomacy, hence my nickname, the Diplomat. I am a hustler turned entrepreneur. I've been doing this for over 10 years in China, because I've been in China for over 11 years. So I've been working and hustling in China for over 10 years. I am a mother to a king, so that makes me a queen to a king, mother to a king. I am the owner of Eden's Healthy Kitchen. Eden's Healthy Kitchen is a catering company in Wuhan. We have been around for 5 years. Wow, 5 years. And I'm also the co-founder of Eden Amore. Eden Amore is a wellness lifestyle brand company. It's founded in New York. So we operate from New York for now, and then we're expanding to the rest of the world, hopefully. And I have over 10 years hustle experience. I just recently found out the difference between a hustler and an entrepreneur. So this is the reason why I'm saying that I have 10 years hustle experience instead of 10 years entrepreneurship experience. On hustle experience means that I was just making money to feed my lifestyle for now. But now I'm becoming an entrepreneur where I'm looking towards the future so that I can really, make my mark in the world. So that's the difference. And I am an entrepreneur maven. That just means that I'm so passionate about entrepreneurship, and I would just love to help people. It is one of my goals in life to make sure that we all win in life. All right?
Okay.
So let's start. Can anyone tell me what a team is? What's a team? Anyone?
Yeah, from my own opinion, a team is a group of people, because when you talk of a team, it means a mixture of people, different people, yeah, who work together to attain a specific goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Well, I think a team is a group of people with a common goal.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyone else? No?
I think that it's a group of people who work together and produce something or make some profits. It's
okay.
Like,
you guys are all
profits together, but
all right.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Let me backtrack for a little bit. This is just today's outline. What we will learn today. What is a team? Leadership in team diversity, company culture, goal settings, and problem solving. What is networking? Networking tips for even the introvert, and building a professional relationship. So we're focusing on the first one right now. So all your answers are correct. A team is a group. And the dictionary says a team is 2 or more people working together. But that doesn't really tell us anything in depth of what really a team consists of, right?
Yes.
So in business, you can have a team. You can have a basketball team, you can have a football team, you can have a business team. But in business, what really matters is how this team or these group of people work together. So we're going to focus more on the word teamwork instead of just looking at a team, because a team is just a group of people. We can be a team. We are a group of people here trying to learn. We can be a team. However, what's important and what's really necessary to make our business more successful is the work we do behind the team. So teamwork. Teamwork is the process of persons working together to achieve one common goal. Correct?
Yes.
Do you have any other ideas of what teamwork is?
Not really, but I think that one is a good one.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So within teamwork, you have to look at the skills of the people that you have in the team, the vision, the goal. The goal is extremely important. We can also look at the leadership of the team, how we're going to collaborate, how we can get the information that we need, and how can we communicate that information. Okay? So before I go on, do you think a team is important in business?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Why can't I have like just me in my own business?
Don't share this. Share this video. Hi, whoever, let them join the live. Go back.
Because basically, two heads are better than one.
Okay, so two heads are better than one. Any other persons have a opinion in this? Like, why not just have me? Some people are selfish. People think that I can do everything. I'm okay.
Okay, you can't do everything. One person can't do everything.
My dreams are shattered. I can't do everything. I'm
Yeah, you cannot definitely can do any. You can't do everything by yourself.
Right.
Because you don't have the monopoly of knowledge, and
right.
One hand can't tie a broom. I want to say, you need to diversify your knowledge, and you cannot have every knowledge by yourself. You have to get some knowledge from other people and expertise from other people.
Right, exactly. So teamwork is definitely important, and creating a team is definitely important for business or just for anything that you need to take on a higher level. Example, even in our studies, we need our teachers and we need our classmates to help bounce ideas off of, or to challenge the teachers so that we can get the actual gist of what we're learning, correct? So that's also considered a team.
Yes.
Okay, so the importance of teams and teamwork. The importance of teams and teamwork is to have a higher productivity, like some of you just said, to share accountability, to increase learning, and to have better employee relations. So let's touch on higher productivity. Higher productivity just simply means the more people in the group, the more resources to be shared, and the more energy that you can put towards the goal, right? And so if you have a team, you don't get burnt out quickly, and so you can bounce ideas from each other, and each person have a specific skill set that they focus on. And so when everything comes together, it's cohesive. And so the productivity of it, it becomes like a moving train or something that can go fast. All right.
Yeah.
Shared accountability. Within shared accountability, teams share credits, and they also share the blame for losses. So you don't feel too much pressure on yourself if you're part of a team and you lose. It's not you, the individual, but it's the entire team who will face or feel the loss.
Yes.
And this fosters genuine humility within a team, because sometimes if you're by yourself, within being shared accountability, when you're by yourself, you feel so how to put it, like bossy or pompous, that you've won and I feel like I'm better than everybody because I have won and it's only me. However, within a team, it's a shared gratification between everybody. It's shared between the leaders and the rest of the team members, that we all put in enough work and now we're all reaping the benefits for this work. In an individual, that individual takes the credit and blame alone, and that sometimes foster like pride and a sense of deep failure, and within that failure, that individual can sometimes not recover. So within a team setting, you have team player A helping team player B and pushing towards the same goal. And with increased learning, everyone, like you guys mentioned, does not have all the knowledge for everything. And so being a part of a team, you can learn from someone else. You can learn how to be a teacher. Like I learned how to be a teacher from my team member that's in this call today. And you can learn how to do things from other people just so that, you know, you yourself become better. Okay, and not just from knowledge, but also from, you know, your daily life and how to, you know, decrease your stress and anything, you know, that you would want to learn, you can learn from your team members. And when it comes to a better employee relationships, teams have better employee relationships because the leaders of those teams also feel like they're one.
Yes.
When you have a leader and that leader, you know, you feel like that leader is a bossy person breathing down your neck and you're less than, you tend to be less productive than if you have a leader that shows you we are equals. So within a team, and within a good team with flowing teamwork, better employee relationships is strengthened because the leaders think, well, here am I, and here are you, and we are on the same level. Okay?
Yes.
Leadership. It's very important to know that within the team, leadership is one of the main things that can help make or break your team. And within a team, we have two types of leadership. We have transformal leadership and we have shared leadership. Does anyone want to try to find out what transformal leadership means? In your mind, when you hear the word transformal, what do you think? Transformational, sorry, transformational.
A journey.
Okay.
So transformational leadership is maybe a teamwork who is asked to do a specific job or a specific task, and the leader is maybe working out to help the team workers to be or to get into the tasks given by them. That is, it helps. He helps them to maybe to how will I say it? My ideas are not well. Wait, let me think and come back again.
No, actually, you're on point. We can tell that you're studying your MBA. You're on point. Actually, transformational leadership, it just means that the leader gives the group members the task, and how do they support these tasks? These group members is by inspiring and motivating them and constantly giving them intellectual stimulation so that they can get the task done.
Yes. That's what
right.
Yeah.
So it,
like,
sorry. Is it it's concerned? Is it about the motivation for the worker? Or?
It's about giving the group members that motivation to tell them that they can actually do the work at hand. So you're constantly motivating the group members, you're constantly giving them the intellectual stimulation that they need, you're constantly giving them that support tools in order to achieve the goal that that the group intends to accomplish.
Yes, that is it.
And with shared leadership, I mean, this is self-explanatory. Shared leadership simply means that everyone, including the leader, shares the purpose and shares the social support and voice of the goal. So shared leadership means this is your skill set. I know this is your skill set. This is also my skill set as the leader. I'm going to take this on as the leader, and you do this, and we're going to come together in weekly meetings or bi-weekly meetings, whenever the frequency is, and we will discuss so that we can come to one common goal.
Yes.
And they're both very valid. I mean, you just have to know which one to use in which situation.
In which situation, yes.
Okay?
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
So I'm just going to move on to team diversity. What do I mean by team diversity? Anyone wants to tackle that? I told you guys, this is an interactive class. We're learning from each other, okay?
Yes. Team diversity.
Team diversity. Like, I feel that it means having team members from different kind of backgrounds, different professions with different kind of perspectives.
Right. Okay. Anyone else want to try out?
Yeah, adding to what my brother said, team diversity is added to what he said is also with the educational aspect, because when we are coming from different backgrounds, we have different educational background. We didn't study at the same school. We come with a different mindset and sometimes with a different goal when we are working in a team, because all of us don't have the same goal, even though we have a same common general goal. Yes.
Okay. So team diversity, it's very important for the proper functioning of your team. Okay. And this is where sometimes we get lost, or sometimes we go wrong when we're building our team. Okay. So most times we look for people who are just like us, who have the same passion, who have the same ideologies, who actually want the same things. And we look for people who are, similar to us. Somebody from our country, or somebody who, shares the same ideas and stuff like that. Yes. However, in a team setting, whenever you're dealing with business, you need to have some type of diversity. So you need to think outside the box. You need to find someone who is actually your opposite, someone who can tell you or give you a different perspective on how to do something.
Yes.
Which goes against human nature. Humans like, knowing, and humans like going with the norm and going with the flow. But when it comes to building a proper team, in order to get the best out of it for everyone, you need to have some sort of diversity, and someone who will go against the grain, someone who will challenge you, someone who will make you think. So within a group and within creating a group, it's important to find out each person's strengths and each person's weaknesses and see how they can fit in within the group. Sorry. That's okay. Now, it's not going to work out right away, all right? Like, you're not going to get, it seldom happens. Sometimes it happens, but it seldom happens like this all the time. You're not going to gel together right away. It's just like a marriage, or it's just like you getting a boyfriend or girlfriend. You guys, takes time to know each other, correct? So within a group and within a group, it will take time for you to learn each other's, kinks and quirks, so that you can gel together. What, in your opinion, will make you work? If all of us are different and all of us are diverse in our own way, in your opinion, what will make us a group that will work?
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe a shared vision, or a common goal that can drive us towards doing something, right?
Exactly. So you need to have a shared vision or a common goal, something that is common that will bring will ground you, will ground your team. So as
Yes.
long as you have a goal or shared vision, the individual becomes secondary and the goal becomes primary.
First,
Right?
yes.
And so you put the goal first. That means if you like purple, I like pink, and someone else loves black, but the goal is green. We all have to
Yes.
put ourselves, our likes aside, and go towards the common goal in order to make our team successful. Right?
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so company culture. What does this mean?
Company culture. I think company's culture is the way companies behave, because I don't believe all the companies behave or have the same way of functioning. Yes, it's a company culture is the way a company is maybe doing their tasks, doing their work, and heading to their different goals. Yes,
Okay.
that's my own idea.
Anyone else? What is company culture?
Yeah, just like maybe taking the words in a simple manner. As we are all here in this class, we have different cultures, we have different backgrounds. The same way we do maybe cooking food is different. I'm from Cameroon, and the way we cook food in Cameroon is different from the way they cook food in Nepal, in the Caribbean, in maybe Asia, as it is seen now. And that makes the culture of that place or that country of that enterprise specific from others.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, that is maybe the idea.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are correct. The company culture is basically it defines the company. It's the premise of what the company sits on. So the goals, the missions, the visions of the
Yes.
company. These are all part of the company culture. What inspires the company? What visions the company have, and what they should focus on. But it's just not that. That is the internal culture of the company. We also have
External.
how the employees, from the employees' perspective, how the company relates to them. Okay,
Yes.
so for example, if we're in a team setting, we are all business and co-workers within a company. Okay, how does the
Yes.
company relate to you as an employee? Do you guys get along well? Do you have do you feel inspired to go to work today, or do you feel like, oh man, I just don't feel like going to get up, getting up to go to work today? Does your company inspire you, to do better and to want to learn? Does your company is your company in alignment with your personal goals? So let me make the analogy. As a basketball team,
Yes.
you can be a basketball player, and the culture of the company, let's call it, of the basketball team might not be in alignment with your culture, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
within a group, having knowing the company's culture and making it be in alignment with you as an individual who will become part of the team needs to be in alignment. Because if you're
Yes.
that basketball player and you want to win a championship, but your company culture is not conducive to your advancement, there might be gossip in the locker room. There might be favoritism. There might be people who don't share the same goals like you, who want to win that championship, and so you find that the company culture is toxic for you. It might not be toxic for someone else, but for you, it might be toxic. And so you have to look at the company's culture and make sure that it's in alignment with your visions and your goals
Yes.
as a member of a team. All right, so we're moving on to goal setting and problem solving. For goal setting, it's important to set a clear goal for your team. And these are all steps in creating a good team. So, you know, once you get the PPT, you will know that each step follows each other.
Yeah.
Having a good company culture. Now you're in the company, you're setting a goal, and you have to learn how to solve the problems for that goal to become a reality. And we have to set SMART goals. And like we see here, PPT, SMART goals just means specific, measurable, achievable, and realistic goals that are timely. So for S, it means, for specific, it means what do you want to do? For measurable, it means how will you know when you have reached it? So you have to, it's measurable. For achievable, it means are you able to, or is it in your power to accomplish these things? If it's not, what do I need to accomplish these things? You have to be realistic. Let's face it. Sometimes you might be like me, who want to save the world, but I have to be realistic. I'm just one person. I can't save the world by myself. I need help, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to be realistic. You have to set smaller goals so that you can achieve the greater goal. And you also have to be time specific. You have to know exactly when you want to accomplish your goals so that when you start, you have a finish period. And this is not just for being in a group or being in a team. This is for every aspect of your life. So this little bit of information, you need to apply it to every little thing that you're doing. It could be just writing a paper for school, right? When you're looking at the topic, when you're looking at your topic for your thesis or for a presentation in school, you have to set a SMART goal so that you don't become overwhelmed. You're not going to talk about world peace and each and every country in your thesis when you know that you're specific to talking about the Caribbean, right?
Yes.
So you have to set a very SMART goal, not just in team building or teamwork, but in your overall life. And how do we solve problems? First, we have to identify the problem. We have to explore information about the problem, like, okay, why is this color? And we have to look at the best ideas. The information is out there so much. Let's take, for example, the problem that we're having in the world today, the very current problem of COVID-19, right?
Yes.
And there's so many conspiracy theories out there, and there's so many things out there. But now we have to look at the problem, identify it, explore the information, and see which one is the best idea. And then you start to create things that might help you overcome and solve this problem. So you build and test the idea, and then you evaluate the results. Okay, so this is just the problem-solving loop, and this is for anything in life. So this page, you guys should screenshot it, or it will be shared with you. This is just not for team building. This is for your entire life. All right. So let's do some practical work here. Let's come up with a problem. Let's come up with a problem. Anyone wants to come up with just a simple problem? Okay, I'll come up with the problem. I'll come up with a problem, and then you guys will help me solve this problem. So I have a problem. I am not a designer. I want to learn how to design, but I'm not a designer, and I have a lot of work that deals with designing, my posting on Instagram and doing all these different things. So that's my biggest problem right now. Can you help me solve this problem?
Come again, please.
I have a problem. I am not a designer. I am very bad at designing. I am very bad at art. I'm not very artistic. So I need to find out a way on how to make my my Instagram look good for my business, and I need to find a way to make my own flyers because I'm a new business. I have no money, right?
Yes.
I can't hire someone. I have to do it myself. So that's my problem. How can I solve this problem?
You can't hire someone.
No.
The best way for you is to look for information in maybe in the internet and do it by yourself.
Okay.
Learn to train yourself. Self-training.
Self-training. Any other ideas?
Well, you can also explore for tools like free tools on the internet that can help you, ease up everything.
Okay.
From beginning to end. You can automate everything, and then so you don't need to put in much work. So you look for the best of the tools or the best. You research a lot of aspects. Then you select the best idea or the best way to get it done.
All right. So we have two functional ways in which I can achieve fix my problem. One is I can work hard and learn maybe Photoshop to do it myself. And then there was another suggestion that I can look for a tool that is already pre-existing out there that I can just plug in my information to the tool and I can come up with a design that will suit me. Which one do you think is the best between the two?
The first one.
The first one?
Yeah, for me, the first one.
Yeah. I think the second one.
Why work hard once you can work smart?
Okay, so
yes.
Why the first one?
The first one because you won't stay at that situation. There will be a point in time you have to do another one, and you have to look for another solution. We may not be the same as the first one. So you have to learn to do it by yourself and tackle all different problems that may come across your way. Yeah.
All right. And why, Rice? You mentioned the second one. Why is that?
Okay, I think somebody even said it. It's about working smart as well. So for me, I'll go for the second one because considering yourself as a business, you cannot afford to pay somebody right now because you are only maybe short in funds. But by using these tools, as you start producing, then you can be able to outsource the service from another designer. So that's how I view it.
Okay. So both are okay. Both angles are okay. But the point of this is, as a business, you have to make, again, smart decisions, right? And so the smarter way would be the second one because you're working smarter and not harder. Okay? So the first one is okay because it's always good to learn a new skill set, right? It's always great to learn a new skill set. But if that's not something that you're passionate about, if that's not something that you want to do for your future, if you know when you make $1 million that you're not going to be doing that, you don't need to waste time on it.
Yes.
Right? So I know for a fact that I will not be designing in the future. It's not something that I'm passionate about. In fact, I wish I had the money right now to hire someone else, but I don't. So what I would do is I would use the second one where I can actually just plug something in for now. And then as our colleague said, in the future, we can have the big designer who this is his job. I can pay him for that. Right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so we identified the problem, we explore the different options, and we evaluate the results of both, and we solve my problem. So my problem is solved by using a pre-existing tool that is out there for people like me who don't know anything about designing, but would love to just do something on our own. All right. So networking. Before we move on, what is networking? What does it mean to network, in your opinion? This is the fun part.
Professional relationships.
Okay.
Yeah. Networking.
Maybe I should say, what is it? I mean, because I can be funny here and you can just tell me networking is a computer language and you blah, blah, blah. So let me be more specific and ask you, what is networking in business?
I think that it's the way to work together to achieve one goal.
Okay. Anyone else?
Networking in business is a way in order to work with some people with whom you might have a big common goal, and they may not be in your particular team, but you will work together. They can even be in a different city, in a different location, but you work together in order to achieve a smart goal for that time. You may network with somebody for a particular goal at some point in time. Then after, when the goal is over, you people continue to work individually. However, the goal of networking is to have a win-win-win outcome. That is a win for the person, a win for you and your team, a win for that person and his team, and then a win for the general public, like a win for humanity. Okay. So in networking, different teams can work together to achieve a goal, and they can continue to work together or they can stop to work together at some point.
All right, that's very good. Anyone else? No? Okay.
No.
Let's see what networking is. Business networking is the process of establishing a mutually beneficial relationship with other business people and potential clients or customers. In essence, what it means is that you establish and maintain lines of communication with people. That's all. Right? So
Yes.
when you're going out there to network, what you're doing is you're trying to establish communication, or you're trying to get a friend, a business friend, in all reality, right? So I don't know for you, but when you came to China first, some of you may not have had people that you knew from back home, right?
Yes.
And you're in class, and you are if you're a student, you'd be in class and you would find all these new people and everybody saying hi and introducing themselves, and you how do you create friendships with these people, right?
Yes.
Basically find something common, or you find some sort of way to break the ice by talking about, oh, you're from this part of the world, me too, let's talk about something that's common. And so just like that aspect of creating friendships, it applies to networking as well. So networking is just a fancy word in creating a business friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So how do we network? And this is networking tips for anyone. It could be a person who is even an introvert. Okay. So you should make it easy to be approached. Why do I say this? You shouldn't be standing in a corner when you're going to an event, right? So usually when we network, we go to events, we go to parties, we go to business functions, and we shouldn't be standing in the corner or by the door, because people will feel intimidated and people would feel like, oh, this person don't want to talk, so let's not even go and approach this person, right? So you should make it easy for people to approach you. Stand by your table if there's a table setting, or just try to walk around or go by the bar, get a drink, So try to be, and I know we have some introverts in here, but you just still should try to be approachable. There are certain things that you do in terms of body language that will make people run. For example, if you're in an event space and you're looking down all the time, or you're on your trusty phone, right? Like if you're always on your phone looking down, then people would think that you're not interested in engaging. So that's a big no-no for networking. So you have to make it easy to be approached. Number two, you have to have a goal of learning about someone. So if you're an introvert and you're going out today and your sole purpose is networking, you should write down what it is that you want before you leave the house. So if I'm going to, let's say, an event that is in Beijing, I need XYZ. I need to know who is the who's of Beijing. I need to find out who are the ministers. I need to find out who are. You write them down before you leave that house. You look at what your goal is and what you want to learn from the people that you're trying to target, right? And you, with that in mind, you know that, okay, if I'm introduced to a minister of tourism, let's say, I know these are some questions that I want to ask him, or these are some icebreakers that I can use to ask him. So if you're an introvert, you have to be prepared. Now, if you're a person like me who is an introvert, introvert, I don't know how to explain it. I'm shy, but I'm not shy. So you can just wing it. You can just talk about the weather, right? But also just still be prepared. And if you have to, you should initiate the first step. Sometimes we think that we should just stay there, look pretty, people should come up to us. No. If you want something, you have to go after it. So if you want to learn something, or you want to get some sort of value, you go after that. It's not about you as the individual, it's about your goal. Okay? So in networking, you have to take, I wouldn't say take your personality out of it, but you have to take your shyness away and replace it with the goal at hand. So if your goal is to get 5 numbers, let's put a scenario here. I'm a guy. I know that I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm going to a party, and I know I want to get at least 5 girls' numbers so that I can call them tomorrow to see if they suit me, right? So my goal is to talk to the 5 most beautiful girls in the room, and I'm gonna get those numbers. So, but I'm shy, right? I'm a nerd. I'm shy. So you have to replace that shyness with that goal, and have a goal-oriented mindset so that you can achieve your goal. And you have to balance the conversation. In everything that we do, we should not just take. We also have to give.
Exactly.
So we have to have a balancing conversation. So if a person is asking you about your country, you also ask them about their country. And you go back and forth. Never just make it about you. And this goes into my second point. You should give first and then receive later. So if you know you possess some sort of information that this person might need, share it. We live in a technological world where information is never our own. There's nothing in this world that we can create that was not thought of by someone else. Okay? And you are the only one that can do something your way. No one can steal your idea and do it your way, right?
No one.
You can do it their way, but they can't do it your way. So what you have to learn to do is just give. That's okay. You can take this idea. That's fine, right? And then you receive later. Okay? You should also stay away from negativity. You should never go into a room and you should never talk negative about the environment you should never bond over negativity. For example, if we go to an event and we both don't like the event, but we should never vocalize it. Okay? You should just keep positive. You should look for something positive to talk about or to bond over. If you're trying to create a good business network, you should never bond over the negative of something. You should seek to bond over something positive. Because if your relationship starts off negative, like a relationship, like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, if it starts off negative, it wouldn't work. It's the same thing with a business relationship. Okay? You should also keep conversations short and interesting. Don't hog remember, this is about networking. This is about us getting as many contacts as possible during that night. Okay, remember the 5 girls, we need to get their numbers. We can't spend all night on one girl, right? So we need to get as we need to find as many relationships or connections with people as possible. So we should keep it short and interesting, you know, move on by saying, okay, I'm going over here, or I'm going to the powder room, I'm going to get a drink, you know, offer them to get them a drink as well. And if they say no, then you move on. Okay, thank you, nice meeting you, nice talking to you, and you move on. And most importantly, you have to live. Enjoy the event. Enjoy wherever you're going, okay? It's a lot of the times we forget to, we're so focused on our goal that we forget to actually enjoy the journey towards accomplishing the goal, okay? So if you enjoy the event, it's more authentic. It comes off as natural. And these tips, I promise you, will help you build your, not just for networking for business, but even for, you know, building friendships as well, right? You know, some of my friends, some of my very close friends start off as a networking relationship where we bond over business, and then we became extremely good friends. So this can work for you in not just business setting, but it can also work for you in your everyday life. All right. Let's look at building a professional relationship. Building a professional relationship is absolutely essential for a startup with limited time and resources, also, you know, funds, to build business relationships. So if you don't have that money out there to, let's say, put on a seminar, like my dear friend who is hosting the seminar, OBTC, they usually do seminars, live seminars. This is supposed to be a live seminar, but it's because of the circumstances we're online. Now, if we're in a live seminar setting, it's great. But if you're a startup like myself and you can't afford to do these different things, there's some things that we can do to help build a professional relationship. These building of professional relationships are the keys to discover, for the discovery of your business and for the referral of your business, right? So
yes,
what makes a good relationship? A good relationship, we have to have, number one, trust. We have to learn that this person, I'm trusting you with the information that I'm going to give you, and you can trust me with this information. Now, if I'm going to, let's say, take this PPT and take this class, and I'm going to sell it to someone else, it's not my class, but I'm taking it and I'm selling it to somebody else, that destroys the trust, right? So
yes,
you can take the information, but if you're going to just go word for word and just grab and go, it destroys trust. So in order for you to have a good relationship, again, in any type of situation, whether it be business or whether it be your personal life, you have to create trust. We also have to have a mutual respect for each other. If I know in your business, let's play the devil's advocate here. I'm sorry. Well, the advocate here, not the devil, but and let's say that there's a business that I want to do, there's a company that I want to do business with, and we have different religious beliefs. Now, if I don't like their views religiously, and maybe they don't like my views religiously, that doesn't have anything to do with the business, right? Unless your business is about religion, right?
yes,
So as
yes,
long as you have a mutual respect for each other and you guys both understand that maybe today I can't talk to you because it's Sunday and it's my Sabbath, or on a Saturday I can't talk to you because it's my Sabbath, or I'm in church or something like that. As long as you guys have a mutual respect for that aspect, then I think that it can work. Your relationship can work.
yeah, definitely.
Let's look at mindfulness. we need to be mindful about who we're doing business with and why. Why do you need this person? Why does this person need you? Right? What is the end game? What are the goals? What are the person's values? Does this company value aligns with my values? These are some questions we should ask and be mindful of these answers when going into business or having a relationship with someone. Now, if your company is, again, a Christian company, and you would not want to do business with someone who is, I mean,
Muslim?
no, I mean, not a Muslim. You can do business with Muslims because they have the same, belief systems in God and everything. But what I'm saying is, you wouldn't want to do business with a stripper unless you're trying to save the person or something like that. You know what I mean? I feel like you need to be mindful. I mean, sorry about my examples. I'm trying to find a better example here. But you need to be mindful of who you're doing business with and why. Because if you don't have the same value system as a person, then it can go off. All right?
Yes.
Let's look at the honesty factor. Like, if you're not honest in business and your business is trying to steal money from a client, and you are very honest in a business, and you're like, no, you should come on, because we usually steal, we usually add on 100,000 on the bill, and we use that amongst ourselves and things like that. Now you wouldn't want to do business with that person because you don't want to be a thief, right? So be mindful. And you should have open mind. It goes back to having a diversity. Don't close your mind off from dealing with different types of people, because you never know what they can bring to the table. Right? It is very important that we just have an open mind about, we are not judgmental over people, because you never know someone by the book. You never know the book by its cover. You have to read the inside of the book to actually find out what the book is about. So it's just like a human being. You never face value. You might see me like, oh, that's a nice person, but you never know. but I am a nice person. Sorry. But I mean, again, you would never know unless you get to know me, right? And so you need to have diversity, so you don't have that closed mind. Have an open mind, and then you can get friends from all over the world. You can have business contacts all over the world. We are in a strategic location that allows us to be multi-national companies.
Yes.
Why? We have friends in each continent in this world because we're in China.
Yes.
And I'm sure in your class right now, you can tell me one person from each continent. And because they're your friend, you already have access to that country, and you can already know about that country if with a little bit more research, right? And so you should just have an open mind, because each country has its own rules, right? And you don't want to go into something just thinking one way and in one direction. And most of all, in building a professional relationship, you should have great communication.
Exactly.
That is, again, not just in business, but in everyday life. If you have great communication, it will foster great friendships, it will foster great relationships, and in business, it will foster a professional and a good business relationship. Let's take an example. If you are, let's say we did the networking, we got some contacts, we got some people's WeChat accounts and things like that. What's next? So once you get a person's ID, or once you get connected with a person, it's also very nice to send a message. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Monifa. Sorry, I'm telling you my message. My name is Monifa, and I met you last night at the XYZ event. I am from this, and this business, and it was really interesting talking to you last night. One of the things we spoke about was about the economic crisis. Perhaps we can talk more about this. let me know when you have some free time. So you're already making that connection to see the person again. You're already making that first move, and you're already communicating with that person on a level where that this person knows that you want to get to know them, or you want to be have a relationship with them. So you just don't get a number or WeChat information and you just don't see anything. That serves you no purpose. Again, it's like the 5 girls that we're trying to get, you know. So those 5 girls, if you just get the numbers and you don't call them, then what's the point? So it's always good to have good communication and always follow up. Always have an email, a follow-up email or a follow-up message to the person so that they know that it's that you are interested, right?
Yes.
And don't bombard them with email. Don't text them every 2 minutes, or don't text them a whole long paragraph. Remember, our attention span nowadays very short. So short, straight to the point messages where they can just read it and they can just reply to you in 1 or 2 lines. Someone I'm almost done. And so here ends my class. Any questions?
The class was so interacting and interesting. I don't have any question, but I understood everything what you said and try to apply it in our daily lives. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else?
You're welcome.
Thank you for this beautiful presentation. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
It's really important for me. You gave us a really interesting presentation, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the nice content and for the sharing of the information. And the class was interactive and interesting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, teamwork. We are a team.
Thank you for the presentation as well. The diplomat.
God bless you.
I'm thinking to be a diplomat too.
Who's studying to be a diplomat?
The diplomacy. Yeah, it's very nice to hear people.
I am actually not a true diplomat, but I'm a diplomat in my own right. So
yeah, definitely, yes.
So you're still a diplomat.
Yeah.
Where is the apply?
Your son.
Where? Look at
questions. Do we have some questions?
If there are no questions, everything was clear. No one wants to clarify anything, and my work here is done. Thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you learned something. I hope it was at least you get to take away one thing from my presentation. I'm happy, and yeah, thank you for listening to my not so beautiful voice.
All right, I have a question.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so when it comes to businesses, and should we focus as a business, should you focus on your partners and teammates, or should you focus on your customers when it comes to building a very strong relationship? So which one would you advise? Should somebody focus more, especially for the startups, right? You also want to bring in some income in your company so you can grow your business. So should you focus on your clients because those are the ones that you're providing the service to, or should you focus on your partners and teammates?
Well, my question for you is, what kind of service do you want to provide? Do you want to provide, do you want your customers to know you for providing excellent service? Or do you want your customers to know you for providing mediocre service? Now, if you want your customers to know you for providing excellent service, you first have to make sure that your team works in an excellent manner, right? You have to make sure that your engine is well oiled before you can start to move off, to drive your train. So I think before, getting into the customer part of it, you should first have an internally you should be set and you should be okay. You don't have to be 100%, but you should at least be 70% okay.
Screen, yeah.
Sorry?
Screen. You screen.
My screen?
No, I said you screen as you were talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so you should just just focus on the internal first, and then you can focus on the external, which is your customers, because you want to give your customers value, quality over quantity.
Monifa, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question, but it's not directly related to the topic we're talking today, but it's somehow related with entrepreneurship. Can I ask it? Like most of the startups, they are failing because like they cannot balance between the liquidity and profitability. Like how to manage their operational expenses. Do you have some advices or resources regarding that?
You were saying, can you repeat your question? I didn't hear you properly.
Ma'am, like most of the startups, they are failing today because they are unable to balance between the profitability and the liquidity crunches, like unable to balance their operations. Do you have some advice regarding it?
Yes.
How we can...
Or we can get from others as well. So I'll tell you my advice, and then we can listen in from others as well. Okay, so basically, a lot of startups are not, you're saying a lot of startups are not reaching that point where they need to reach because, they're giving more money out and not getting enough money in, right? My advice would be to reestablish on what your goals are for your business and how you can reposition your business to have a low expense and high output. What I mean by that is perhaps a lot of startup companies, they start off by wanting to buy when they can hand make, or they can use resources within the community. What we do here in America a lot are we do house parties where they do the boxing, and they take away a lot of cost from paying someone to do something. So I feel like if you're a startup company and entrepreneur, you should be able to want to get your hands dirty so that you can offset some cost when you're starting, because in today's society it's very fickle. Business is very fickle. You could be great today and tomorrow you're not, because the business model is not what it used to be before. Also, your marketing strategy needs to be on point. You need to make sure that your people know about your product. People are failing today because their marketing and the branding aspect of it, I should touch on that. It's not up to par with today's world of having a business. It's not like 10 years ago, and it's not like 5 years ago. In fact, what we even are learning in school about business is very different to how it's actually being played out as an entrepreneur. So my advice would be take away some of the cost that you may have as much as possible. Bring people in that maybe can volunteer or that can offset the cost of labor, and try to see if you can upgrade your marketing strategy. I don't know if anybody else has some points for him. Rice?
I'm sure Mr. Kwame.
Yes, our brand strategist, he might be the best person to answer this question. Laban, sir?
Mr. Kwame, I know Mr. Kwame maybe have something to add on that.
Probably a little bit busy.
Yeah.
So let's hear from you.
Not wrong.
Dr. Rice.
Okay, just now. All right. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to Monifa. And I want to say something is that at OBTC with our International Business Corner, we started since last year was the first set with the name of International Business Corner. And we try as much as we can to gather all the entrepreneurs here in Wuhan. And it's not that we ourselves as a team, we have all the professionals, but we have been able to get in touch with the professionals by connecting with them, attending this event. I can assure you that I've met Monifa in many networking events. So when I posted on the group that she's the most connected person that I've ever known, I'm really serious about it, that she's the expert in people and networking. And you just have to be in Wuhan and try to join any event related to entrepreneurs or something. Then you'll see Monifa is there. And at the same time too, if you want to know anything about branding or starting from scratch, just meet up with Mr. Kwame and he'll be able to drive you through the whole step. Because why did I say that? I'm sure he has something to say, because even the mission of their company is to invest in your success, investing in the success of entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So I believe that we have the best thing that we can ever have in this very moment. So please stay connected with us. If you have any question, you want step by step into anything, you can connect with us. We also have Catherine who's also a business coach. So basically, you have all that you need on our platform, and I believe that you're gonna make good use of it. With that being said, I don't know if there's any final remark from our speaker.
I just want to let everyone know, no matter what part of business you're in, you never know too much, or you never know. You should never be afraid to learn more.
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
So
Definitely.
just continue to push forward. Whatever you want to do, it's always valid. We had a wonderful 8-week course with Kwame about branding. I'm sure if you go back, it'll be available on the OBTC platform. But if you just want to start from scratch and you get that continuance, you should just research and keep going and start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Always start now. So thank you so much for listening to me. And if you need anything or any questions, just get my WeChat and we can have a talk.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if Catherine, is there any information? We're gonna have the evaluation, I believe. The QR code for evaluation will be sent on the group as well. So I don't know, Catherine, is there anything to add?
Thank you for all of you joining our training, and please continually pay your attention to us, since we will continually organize different topics of trainings targeting your business, and we hope through OBTC's platform we can not only organize more and more experts in different areas, and also we can help you to get to know more knowledges, and not only knowledges but also some experience. Those experts, they experience, they they conclude from their own experience their success result from their own business, to help you, to support you to build and to extend, to express your business and to reach your goal, reach your dream.
All right, so thank you all. Let's remain connected, and if anything comes up, please we'll let you know on the group. Thank you all, and have a wonderful Sunday wherever you are, and good night to Monifa.
Well, good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.